Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy J Rock 447 back at it again with some MLB 13 New York Mets franchise. And I'm just fixing up the lineups, fixing up the rotation. And Matt Harvey, he got injured. So we're going to have to change it up and put Zach Wheeler, our promising starting pitcher, into the lineup. And we're checking out the new league leaders for the batting average. And also, we're checking out the schedule. We're not doing the greatest, but we're doing better than a lot of people expected. And those are our lineups. We're going to try to fix it, like put Yasiel Puig higher or lower, because he's hitting a 158 right now, but he can catch fire at any time. Because if you're watching him in the MLB, he's still hitting over 400, which I find unbelievable. One of the best hitters as of late, and I think he could do good. And oh my gosh, I cannot stress this enough. I am so tired right now because this past week, like, you guys are getting this video out on July something, but I'm making this video July 1st, July 3rd. But this video is going to be out like further than that because I had to make mad videos before I left for camp. So I was doing 2 commentaries a day, and it's really been very strenuous on me because I have to edit them, and it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, but I do it for you guys, mostly. Do it for you guys, and that's why I'm doing it. I mean, I thought about not putting out videos for those 4 weeks, but then I said most of you guys would leave me, so I wasn't going to do that. And as you can see, Yasiel Puig's batting average did get a little higher, and that's what we'd like to see because we want him to become a star on this team. Maybe he could become the next Mo Vaughn or Carlos Delgado. You never know. And if you're a Mets fan, you know exactly who those players are. And Rick Ankiel, I don't know why. Maybe in this free agency we're going to have to release him. But Matt Dendecker, he's on the bench. He's been getting better progressively. We have a lot of young talent on this team that could help us win a championship. And we don't necessarily have to rebuild right now. We could also, win right now if we wanted to. And the first matchup we're going to go into this episode is against the New York Yankees, okay? And we're going to go against them with Zach Wheeler starting against CC Sabathia. And this is going to be an overwhelming game for Zach Wheeler as it's his debut in a Mets uniform at Citi Field against the crosstown rival, the Yankees. So we're sitting at 24-26, and they're sitting at 27 and 23. And there goes Joe Girardi, whatever his name is. I don't keep track of the Yankees. And Derek Jeter always, has a high batting average. But Ichiro, he has the highest average on the team, which is really good. I mean, I don't hate Ichiro, but he's not a person that I hate. I mean, some Yankee players I absolutely hate, like A-Rod, but Ichiro, I kind of like him. He used to play for the Mariners, and I don't hate Derek Jeter because I actually have respect for him. It's like a LeBron James type of thing because, LeBron, he deserves respect even though I hate him, and he plays on a team that I don't like. So anyway, leading off for the Mets, we do have Ruben Tejada, and Ruben Tejada, he's been doing okay at the leadoff spot, so that's exactly what we need. But he takes an outside corner strike. CC Sabathia kicks and deals, and he's going to hit this all the way in the center field. But Brett Gardner is going to have no trouble out there, and he receives the first out. Now we have John Buck up to bat in the second in our lineup simply because of his hitting prowess. And Derek Jeter almost makes a beautiful play, but he cannot make it. So we do have Mark Ellis, and Mark Ellis is going to hit this past the first baseman, and John Buck barely gets in there as he slides in with desperation. And the reason why we have John Buck second in the lineup is simply because he's swinging a hot bat as of late. So I say, you know what, if we put him in the lineup, he could get on base quicker. And David Wright's going to hit this into the center field. But John Buck is going to be stopped at third base simply because he is not that fast. I mean, if John Buck was fast and had that power, he would be amazing. We have Juan Lagares up to bat. He is not the best hitter, but defensively, he's one of our stars. So that's why we have him in the lineup as he swings through a strike right there. So that's basically why we have him in the lineup. And we traded away a lot of our outfielders, so that's a good thing we have him on the team. And turns a double play. and the inning is over when the bases were loaded. So it's the second inning. Justin Turner up to bat. He's gonna hit this right past Derek Jeter and gets on base with his first hit of the ball game. So yep, Justin Turner's another one. He's playing first base this day because Ike Davis was tired. So that was caught. No, that was dropped by Derek Jeter. I don't know who hit that ball. Maybe it was Mark Ellis. But Derek Jeter drops it and he's just standing there. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? Is this a glitch? So I press L1 to advance the runners. Still doesn't do anything. So I press it again. One run comes home. So Mark Ellis is on third base, turns the corner. Derek Jeter's still standing there like it's freeze tag and scores. And then finally the game resumes as we get 2 runs to come across. So that was not Zach, that was actually Zach Wheeler that hit the ball, not Mark Ellis, our second baseman that we acquired in the Los Angeles Dodgers trade. So Ruben's going to hit this right past the second baseman as he gets on base. And now we have the dangerous John Buck, who might be getting an MVP candidate because look at this home run. This is a upper deck home run. Oh my gosh. He is well deserving of being in the home run derby. Not in real life, but in this game, John Buck is really one of the best power hitters in my eyes. I mean, whenever I use him, I always press box because I know this guy's going to hit a home run. So anyway, with that 2-run homer, it's 4-0, the Mets in the lead, and we do have Mark Ellis up to bat, and Mark Ellis is going to hit this out of the park for another home run, back-to-back jacks, as the Mets have struck the scoreboard again, and it's 5-0, and Joe Girardi is like, what the hullabaloo, how are we losing to the Mets? And David Wright is up to bat. David Wright, can you please give us another home run for the crowd, please? But he's going to hit that right to CC, and CC can't CC me. So Zach Wheeler's out there, and look at this beautiful play by Tejada. That was just crazy. Ruben Tejada, you know, he's not doing so well in real life because he got injured. Omar Quintanilla is actually doing really good. So that's another thing I wanted to talk about. But Juan Lagares is going to hit this all the way out there in the gap. And nobody's going to make a play on that ball. And Juan Lagares is going to get into second base easily with a no-out double. So he's on third base. And Justin Turner's going to hit this one into right field as Juan Lagares comes to the plate and scores another run for the Mets. And the Mets are just pouring it on these Yankees. And they simply have no answer for this attack. So Justin Turner's on second base. No, I don't know what base he's on, but there's 2 men on base, 2 outs, bottom of the third, I believe, or fourth. And another beautiful play by Phil Hughes as he gets out the inning before anything crazy happens. So we do have John Buck, and you remember that inning when he hit it, and he's going to hit this all the way out there to Brett Gardner, and he drops it. What the heck? How did he drop that? There have been a lot of errors for the Yankees this game, and it's unbelievable. So with 1 out, 1 man on base in scoring position, we have David Wright, and he's going to get this right to Derek Jeter, but he just gets it by a stride, and David Wright gets on base, and we have Juan Lagares up, one of our rookies on the team. Let's see if he can get another RBI, because that would be a beautiful thing. And we're going to hit the squeeze play, and it works to perfection. And I love doing the squeeze play, especially with a man on third. The squeeze play really works for me. So I believe it's the bottom of the top of the 6th. I really can't see right now. But the Yankees have struck the scoreboard. They have scored. And they're going to hit this ball in the gap. And they're going to bring 1 run home. I think it was 2 runs home. But John Buck almost makes a play on him. But he cannot get him in time as the Yankees score again. So it's 3-7. The Mets are still winning as Zach Wheeler's still on the mound with Derek when he's facing Derek Jeter. And I don't care if Zach Wheeler gave up a few runs as he gets another strikeout on Derek Jeter, because this game Zach Wheeler's been doing good so far in his rookie debut, and you really can't ask too much out of him. Okay, he just came up from the minors and he's doing pretty good. And Ruben Tejada is gonna hit this to Ichiro, no problem, man. So it is the top of the 9th. two men in scoring position, two men on base. Excuse me. And this is gonna go to Mark Ellis. Mark Ellis to Justin Turner, second baseman to a second baseman, and the game is over. The Mets win the first game of this series, and the Mets, we're doing what we did in real life. Because in the real life, the Mets actually swept the Yankees this year, and hopefully that's what we're looking forward to. But we win the first game, and that's what we really like to see, because we just pulled this one out of the hat. We just killed CC Sabathia. CC couldn't see us, and John Buck gets player of the game because of his power, and that's what I like to see. But in real life, he is just striking out. So we're going to simulate some of these games to see if we actually won these games. And we did win the series. Anyway, there's been another JRob447 video. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and peace.